2-minute micro message. My text today is Romans 7:12-17. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good. Was then that which is good made death unto me? God forbid. But sin, that it might appear sin working death in me by that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceeding sinful. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. Now then, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. Paul is making a clear and forceful statement that the law of Moses is and was holy, just, and good. Paul knew that some would not understand his teaching and would wrongfully think that he was saying that the law of Moses itself is what causes and caused death. His response is God forbid, or absolutely not. Paul explains that because the law of Moses was completely righteous and flawless, it caused sin to become clearly visible. The Bible tells us that the wages of sin is death, so it is sin that brings about death, not the law. The law only exposes and amplifies sin. Paul is further explaining that God's law is spiritual, but that he is carnal or fleshly. And because of what Adam did in the garden, he and all of mankind are fallen and sold or given to and guilty of sin. Paul goes on to expose his own internal conflict by saying he wants to do good but ends up doing wrong, and he tries to resist doing bad but ends up doing what he doesn't want to do. Paul is exposing this conflict as it relates to trying to keep God's holy law in his own power. He's saying that he knows and agrees that God's law is right. Paul is exposing this personal conflict to illustrate the point that he's been trying to make all along, that all men are given to sin, even if they don't want to sin. He's exposing that sin has power to work within man, even against the man's own will or desire.